launching another edition of SmackDown Lite. Just a quick rundown of everything that happened on WWE SmackDown this week. Once again, before we get started though, make sure that you like the video, share the video, follow us on all different sorts of social media. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, and of course subscribe to the YouTube page to help us make people logical about their wrestling. And here on SmackDown Lite, how we grade these shows, we either give it 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb up, no thumbs, 1 thumb down, or 2 thumbs down. So we'll see how SmackDown does this week. What a show this week. I didn't know what to think, but it was great. Started off fantastic. Miz TV comes out, calls out the Team Hell No, the newly brought together Team Hell No, and just kind of rips them down and tries to kind of turn them against each other, furthering the feud of Daniel Bryan and The Miz, which I hope finally culminates into something at SummerSlam. Going to be awesome. But then the Bludgeon Brothers come out to try and help The Miz, and then Sanity appears out of nowhere, which was kind of crazy. So excited to see them. But so it's a 5-on-2 battle. Then all of a sudden the New Day pops up and we have this just 10-man absolute brawl. Heels coming out on top, but so good. Builds up for a 10-man tag for the main event on SmackDown. Very excited for that. Up next, they were calling it the WrestleMania rematch, which is strange since this is like the 5th or 6th match they've had. But AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, it wasn't a bad match. It was a good TV match, if you will. But overall, it was smeh. But what really sold it for me was Rusev on commentary. Absolutely hilarious. Just loved it. Just saying that he was just going to wipe the floor with AJ at Extreme Rules, and he had 4 different ways to get out of the calf crusher. Very well done. In the future, WWE, if maybe Rusev has to retire for some strange reason, put him on color commentary. He was fantastic. But then he ends up interfering in the match. Jeff Hardy comes out for the save. Tag team match created by Paige, and now we have AJ and Jeff Hardy versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. Heels come out on top. I was excited about that. Love to see Rusev getting the win. Makes me a little nervous about what's going to happen at Extreme Rules, but overall, a great performance by all involved. Up next, we had the Battle of the Sexes 2, and it was a Lumberjill match. Yes, I'm calling it a Lumberjill match because it was all of the ladies of SmackDown surrounding the ring for the Asuka and Ellsworth rematch. Hilarious, great work. Definitely building for what's going to happen on Sunday with Carmella taking on Asuka. Looking forward to that match even more now because I think that they kind of petered out the heat on Carmella and put so much focus on James, but I think this really helped, so we'll see what happens on Sunday. Backstage segment with Team Hell No and the NSYNC references flowing. It was so hilarious, so great to see. Laughed very hard at this. I can't wait to see what happens this Sunday with Team Hell No taking on the Bludgeon Brothers. And then we also get the announcement that it's going to be the New Day versus Sanity in a tables match on the pre-show, which kind of weirded me out just a little bit because I think they could steal the show on the pre-show. Not something you see every day, but looking forward to the match. And then we also find out that James Ellsworth is going to be in a shark cage above the ring during the Carmella-Asuka rematch. Obviously, he's going to get involved somehow, but I look forward to seeing how it's going to work out. Up next, though, my match of the night. Oh, Andrade Cien Almas coming out and taking on Sin Cara. What a match. This is the way that he should have been built from day one. Andrade Cien Almas is a 5-star wrestler. Dave Meltzer shout out. But, I mean, come on. The guy knows how to work. Let the man work. And this was proof of it, and I can't wait to see more of these two feuding against each other. Keep up the good work, guys. And finally, the main event, SmackDown. It always usually goes really quickly, but for some reason this week in particular, I felt like it completely flew by. We have our 10-man tag match. It's Sanity and the Bludgeon Brothers taking on the New Day and Team Hell No. Fantastic work throughout, just absolute chaos in the beginning. Finally get down to it, but then we have that like finisher after finisher after finisher after finisher at the end, and that Big E spear to Killian Dane through the ropes. I swore someone was going to die. So good. Daniel Bryan getting the win as he should to build up towards Extreme Rules. But either which way, great match, great way to end SmackDown. Loved the show overall. And on that grading scale, don't forget it's either 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb up, no thumbs up, 1 thumb down, or 2 thumbs down. So what do I give SmackDown this week? 2 thumbs up. What a great showing. Highlights of the night were definitely Sin Cara versus Andrade Cien Almas, and then the continued building of Team Hell No, whether it's with the Bludgeon Brothers, whether it's with Sanity, all of it was fantastic. It's making me look forward that much more to Extreme Rules. So that was another edition of SmackDown Lite right here on the Real Deal TV and WrestleLogic. And we'll see how they do next week. Looking forward to Extreme Rules this weekend. But once again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the video. Let everyone know that they need to get logical about their wrestling with WrestleLogic. We'll see you next week for another edition of SmackDown Lite.